In between goals is a thing called life that has to be lived and enjoyed. Sid Caesar. To me, a hobby is an activity we do for pure enjoyment, something that enriches our lives outside of work. What's really cool about hobbies is that they are different for everyone and contain such a wide variety. A hobby can be painting, running, cooking, music, gardening, video games, shopping, puzzles, reading. They can be active physically or mentally or both, or maybe neither. And I believe at their purest form of enjoyment, they are not monetized. Sure, some people will try to monetize a hobby, like I'm sure some of us are trying to be full-time artists. But the hope would be that art is not our only hobby when that happens. And we would have other hobbies that are just that. Something we do in our free time with the intent of pure enjoyment. I used to enjoy writing, playing guitar and ukulele, biking, yoga, painting, reading, baking, and I'm sure a few other things. When I realized I'd not done most of these hobbies in a long time, anywhere from a few months to a few years, I had to ask myself, why? I came up with a rough mental timeline of when I stopped doing a lot of these things. I realized that most were given up or done inconsistently within the last 2 to 4 years. So what changed? Well, I went to grad school, and after graduating, I started my career. I started a job that has a lot of long and odd hours, often working evenings and weekends. I work a lot, and my schedule is very unpredictable. I commute 2 to 3 hours a day, depending on traffic. Work has truly taken over my life. I've never been someone who cared about making a lot of money, having a big fancy house, or having a fancy car. I basically always knew I would be a struggling artist. I did not enjoy school, and from the time I was 12, I dreamed of being a TV writer. When that dream wouldn't become reality, I knew I had to pivot. I was making minimum wage at dead-end jobs, even though these jobs paid poorly and they were very unglamorous customer service jobs. I got to leave those worries at work at the end of the day. I also was living with my parents at the time, which makes things exponentially easier. I'll never forget how during this time I was actually able to do all 31 days of Inktober. I was actually able to draw every day for 31 days. Now, I can't even get through shortened versions of Inktober, where you only have to draw for a few days. For a while, I felt like I was able to at least keep up with making art, but still I could feel my other hobbies falling to the wayside. And when you're trying to pursue a hobby as a side hustle or turn it into your full-time career, it's not quite the same as just baking a cake for fun. Even if you were trying to draw for fun, you feel this pressure deep down that this practice is to hopefully make you better, to make you a full-time artist one day. While I still believe that art is a hobby of mine, and I am proud to do art as a hobby right now, it doesn't quite feel the same as other hobbies. Baking is something I've long enjoyed, and one of the things I love about it is I have never felt pressure or compelled to monetize it. Sure, sometimes I fantasize about becoming a pastry chef and working in a small bakery in the French countryside, but I know deep down I would not want that. I think it's important with your hobbies to recognize which ones you should never monetize. As adults, everything either has to keep us and our families going, such as working, cooking, cleaning, or if we do have time for our hobbies, we feel guilty that we're not doing something more quote-unquote productive, or that we could be trying to make money off of it. The minute we are making money at something, we view that as what makes that something productive. It's only a good use of our time if it's achieving a goal or making money. Sadly, as adults, we forget the importance of play. So I think a lot of adults fall into this trap of monetizing hobbies that they shouldn't. Well, what would happen if we changed our perspective? Maybe enjoying things in our free time is what's productive. Even saying the phrase free time, you notice what word is at the front? Free. Your time outside of work is where you are free to do what you want and free from having to make money off of it. Obviously, I understand that this comes with privilege, as a lot of people nowadays need multiple jobs or need to monetize their hobbies in order to make ends meet. That is also totally valid, and I'm sorry if you're in that position. But if you're not in that boat, perhaps it's time to view your hobbies as productive. Perhaps it's time we view time outside of work as our productive time, regardless of what we're doing. Maybe then we'll actually start to prioritize our hobbies. In American culture, when you meet someone new and they ask what you do, we instinctively answer with what we do for a job, what earns us money. Why can't we answer that question with what we do in our free time? This video was meant to be a whole hobby vlog, and I was going to call it Reclaiming My Old Hobbies. I was going to start writing, reading, playing music, and baking again. And as you can see, I got as far as baking, but I could just not get myself to do the other things, even though I really wanted to. I'm really sad that I don't do those things anymore. I am sad I feel like I have no free time for them anymore. And I even thought if I make it into a video, I'll feel more compelled to do them, but nope. Then I realized this is the point of this video. I really try to be open and honest and authentic and provide this perspective so that other people going through similar things will feel less alone, especially for my folks who also work a full-time job, have busy personal lives, have a lot going on, and feel like they don't have time for themselves. And posting a vlog about doing all these hobbies would have been inauthentic, I think, because I don't have the time, energy, or motivation for these activities. So putting together a vlog where I'm pretending to get back into these things as if everything's fine would not have been the right thing to do. So as sad as it makes me that I wasn't able to get back into these hobbies, that I'm not able to find the time, energy, or motivation to do them again, I have to remind myself that it's okay, this time will pass. I have been prioritizing work and starting my career, and as a result, I don't have many hobbies right now. Mainly, my brain can only handle video games or watching TV at the end of a long day. But I'm tired of feeling this way and not prioritizing these things that I know I enjoy doing and that I know will make me feel better and that I know make me feel myself. I just can't get myself to do them. I'm ready to make the change though, and I'm ready to prioritize my hobbies again. So this is my love letter to my hobbies because I miss them. And I hope I find them again someday soon. So unfortunately, I don't have any real advice to share in this video, and I'm sorry if it was kind of sad and depressing, but honestly, this is just what came out of this. This is what I'm really going through and what I'm really feeling and what I'm really thinking. And again, I want to provide that authentic perspective for anyone who may be feeling and going through similar things. So I don't have advice because I am currently struggling with this and I am trying to get out of it. So if you or someone else who has gone through this or is going through this and you have any advice, please leave a comment. Not only would I love to hear what you have to say, but I'm sure others who want to go through the comments and learn a thing or two will appreciate it as well. or even if you don't have advice and you just want to share your experience if you were going through similar things, I'm sure myself and a lot of other people would love to hear your story. I love hearing everyone's stories regardless. It's been one of my favorite parts about connecting with folks from my How to Balance Full-Time Work and Your Art video. So I know a lot of people have resonated with that video, and I hope this provides another outlet for anyone feeling those feelings. I also apologize if you could hear any crazy sounds in the background right now. My cat has a case of the zoomies. This is his hobby, so letting him have his hobby of running around with zoomies. But anyway, I sincerely appreciate if you watched this video and if you made it this far. I appreciate you taking the time to support me watching videos and leaving a comment. Liking the video are such easy ways to support someone, and I sincerely appreciate it. And if you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you want to see more videos like this, I mainly do art content, and sometimes I vlog, things like that. I also do bullet journaling, so if that is stuff that interests you, be sure to subscribe. And I want to welcome everyone who came from the Full-Time Balance art video, because I know there has been some new subscribers that joined us, so welcome. And I think that is it for now. Again, if you are going through this hard time with your hobbies, just remember that everything can be a phase. You can get back into it, and everything is temporary. The only consistent thing in life is change. So I hope you're able to find time eventually to get back into your hobbies and prioritize yourself. But in the meantime, if you can't, just be easy on yourself, and remember that we're all just doing our best. We're all just trying to survive at the end of the day. Thank you again so much for watching, and take care until next time.